So in this diagram, this is the second pouch. It is the second pouch on the both side, present in the pair, and these are the buds. It is the tonsillar buds invade into the surrounding mesenchyme. This is the mesenchyme tissue. So in future it is the palatine tonsil. Now this is the third pouch. This third pouch, where is the third pouch? It is present between third and the fourth arch. This is the third arch and this is the fourth arch. So the position of the third pouch is between the third and the fourth arch. It has the dorsal bulbar part. This is the dorsal bulbar part. And ventral tubular part. This is the ventral tubular part on the both sides. This is the third pouch. It has the dorsal bulbar, ventral tubular part. Now same like the tonsil, this dorsal bulbar part epithelium proliferates and invade into the surrounding mesenchyme, and they form the parathyroid gland. That is known as the parathyroid third, or it is the inferior parathyroid gland. It is derived from the dorsal bulbar part of the third pouch. It is also similar like the tonsil. It is endodermal in origin. The endodermal forms the parenchyma, while the surrounding mesenchyme forms the stroma of the gland. Now its ventral tubular part. This ventral tubular part of this third pouch in future forms the thymus gland. So in short, this third pharyngeal pouch forms the thymus. It forms the inferior parathyroid gland. As this inferior parathyroid gland is derived from the third pouch, it is known as the parathyroid third. Now what happens? The normal position of the thymus is in the mediastinum, anterior mediastinum. So this complete part, third pouch, gets detached from these pharyngeal walls, सेपरेट हो जाता है, कट जाता है, और कट के दोनों साइड से डिसेंड होता है. The thymus as well as the inferior parathyroid gland both are separated, detached from this pharyngeal wall and descends downwards and the medially. Now both have the different position. इस पैराथायरॉइड ग्लैंड को थायराइड ग्लैंड के पोस्टीरियर बॉर्डर पे जाना है और थाइमस को थोरेक्स में जाना है, मीडियस्टिनम. फिर क्या होगा? दोनों स्ट्रक्चर्स आपस में सेपरेट हो जाएंगे. द थाइमस इज सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम दिस पैराथायरॉइड ग्लैंड. पहले ये दोनों फेरेंजियल वॉल से सेपरेट होते हैं, फिर दोनों आपस में सेपरेट होते हैं. This thymus descends into the thoracic cavity, while this parathyroid gland switch on the posterior border of the thyroid gland. Posterior border में lower pole पे जाके ये सेटल होगा और ये mediastinum में चला जाएगा. So this third pharyngeal pouch form the parathyroid, inferior parathyroid gland or parathyroid third, while the ventral tubular part forms the thymus. Both structures are derived from the third pouch. Now the fourth pouch. Here is the fourth pouch. The fourth pouch is present between the fifth and the fourth and the sixth arch. Fourth and the sixth arch. It is the fourth pouch is present. It is also present on the both sides. It has the same like the third pouch, dorsal bulbar and the ventral tubular part. Now this dorsal bulbar part of this fourth pouch, its epithelium proliferate invaginate into the surrounding mesenchyme, and in the future it forms the parathyroid gland. This parathyroid forms the fourth pouch. It is also known as the parathyroid fourth. From the third pouch, parathyroid third. Now this part, like the third pouch, do not detach and descend. थर्ड पाउच कट के डिसेंड होता है, लेकिन फोर्थ पाउच कट के डिसेंड नहीं होता है. सो ये जो पैराथायराइड बनेगी, इट इज इन द सुपीरियर इन पोजीशन. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज द सुपीरियर पैराथायराइड ग्लैंड. सो द डिफरेंस इज द सुपीरियर पैराथायराइड ग्लैंड इज फॉर्म फ्रॉम द फोर्थ पाउच, while the inferior parathyroid gland it is formed from the third pouch. It is the inferior parathyroid because this part cut off from the pharyngeal wall and descend, while the fourth pouch does not cut off from the pharyngeal wall. Only the parathyroid is formed and shifted to the posterior border of the thyroid gland. It does not descend more, so it is superior in the position. Now the ventral part of this pouch, fourth pouch, along with sometimes a rudimentary fifth pouch is present. And if this pouch is not present, the ventral part of the fourth pouch forms the caudal pharyngeal complex. A complex structure that is known as the caudal pharyngeal complex. It is formed by the ventral part of the fourth pouch, along with, if it is present, rudimentary fifth pouch is present, both structures forms a complex that is known as the caudal pharyngeal complex. What is caudal pharyngeal complex? It is the ventral part of the fourth pouch. Dorsal part already forms the superior parathyroid gland. Now this caudal pharyngeal complex, it is formed by the ventral part of the fourth pouch with contribution from the rudimentary fifth pouch if present. This forms the three important structures. It is differentiated into the thymic element, and it contribute in the formation of the thymus. Contribute. Not formed. Thymus is formed from the third pouch. It is clear. It is the ventral part of the third pouch. This element only contribute to the formation of the thymus. It forms differentiated into the lateral thyroid element. This lateral thyroid element, the role of this lateral thyroid element to prevent the further descent of the thyroid gland. This thyroid gland is developed from a diverticulum. We will discuss in the later class, next class, the development of the tongue and the thyroid gland. This thyroid gland developed from a diverticulum that is known as the thyroglossal duct. This duct forms the gland, and this diverticulum forms from the floor of the primitive pharynx and then descend to the normal position of the thyroid gland. So this thyroid gland further does not descend, this element prevent and keep the thyroid gland into the normal position. This is the role of the lateral thyroid element. Now the important one is the ultimobronchial body. Ultimobronchial body, it is present in the lower mammals. In the human beings, this ultimobronchial body, a caudal pharyngeal complex, embedded into the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland formed from this source. This tissue enters into the thyroid gland along with the neural crest cells. Neural crest cells. these two structures, neural crest cells and this ultimobronchial body, embedded into the thyroid gland and forms the C cells. C cells, that is the calcitonin secreting cells. So, in thyroid gland, there are two types of cells are present. It is the follicular cells. It is the thyroid gland. Follicular and parafollicular. These follicular cells that secrete the thyroid hormone, it formed from this duct, while these parafollicular cells that secrete the calcitonin hormone is formed by these neural crest cells that enters into the thyroid gland along with this ultimobronchial body. So this is the role of the caudal pharyngeal complex. It forms the three important structures. Most important is this one, ultimobronchial body, that forms the parafollicular cells of the thyroid gland.